Okay, this section is on birds, or peneshiuk. Peneshiuk. Peneshi is just our generic word for bird. Peneshi. Andukshque. Andukshque is crow. Andukshque. Gagakshi. Gagakshi is raven. Gagakshi. And on some older writings, I have seen the two of these flipped around, where Gagakshi was a crow and Andukshque was a raven. So, and I could see how that could be, because I mean they really look very similar to the eye. But Andukshque is a crow. Andukshque. Gagakshi is a raven. Gagakshi is a raven. Gigi Kakwea. Gigi Kakwea is robin. Gigi Kakwea. Peachy or Opeachy is sometimes in some communities with heavy Odawa influence, like up towards Canada, Opeachy or Peachy. But Gigi Kakwea is a raven. Shishibe. Shishibe is a duck, and in some communities they just say shishib. But shishibe is actually talking about how its neck is stretched out. Shishib. Shishibe. Shishibe or shishib. Shishibe. It's also the word for citizen Potawatomi. We call ourselves Shishibaniak, or we're called that, and it means duck people. And it's talking about how at one time the missionaries, they used to put these collars around folks' necks, and they would do that so that they would know who they'd converted. And they used to say that those collars used to make people look like a duck, a certain duck. The other story is that we were really good on the water, really good at traversing the waterways that we lived near. So they called us duck. Like we were like ducks. Shishibe. So Shishibani is a citizen Potawatomi. Shishibaniak, citizen Potawatomi, is plural. So if you say Shishibani Ndao, I'm a citizen Potawatomi. Shishibani Ndao. But Shishibe is a duck. Pucky. Pucky is a partridge. Pucky. Another word you sometimes see is pane. Pane for a partridge. Pane. Wakwemo. Wakwemo. Pileated woodpecker, Wakwemo. Papase is a woodpecker, Papase. Moshwagnowanwe, Moshwagnowanwe is a scissortail, something we have down here in Oklahoma. Moshwagnowanwe, a scissortail. Wizawangwe, 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 a flicker. Kichikaneshi, Kichikaneshi, a chickadee. Kichikaneshi, Kichikaneshi. We know Minjino, a meadowlark. We know Minjino. Kiwani, Kiwani is a prairie chicken. Kiwani, it actually has two meanings. Giwani or Kiwani can also mean lost. So it's kind of lost. It's just kind of wandering out there on the prairie, that Kiwani. Nanokshi, Nanokshi is a hummingbird. Nanokshi. It's kind of talking about the way it kind of just softly kind of flutters there. Nok indicates soft, so it's just kind of softly kind of cruising. Nanokshi. Nanokshi. Kind of effortlessly, it looks like. Waone. Waone is a whippoorwill. Waone. Kokoko. Kokoko is an owl, and I always think of it like ko, ko, ko. Kokoko is an owl. Mishmianwe. Mishmianwe is a horned owl. Mishmianwe. Kakabe. Kakabe is a little owl or a barn owl. Kakabe. Kano. Kano is an eagle. Kano, that's kind of our generic word for eagle. Kano. I've also heard Magizi. Magizi, and Magizi has more of a literal meaning. It actually talks about like wiping somebody or cleansing them. Magizi. Jijak. Jijak is a crane. Or Zigol. Zigol. Zigol is less common, and I've seen it kind of refer more to a heron than a crane, but Zigol is another word for crane. So Jijak or Zigol. And if you're in more of an Ojibwa community, you're going to hear more Jijak instead of Jijak. So Jijak or Jijak, Zigol, all acceptable for crane. Bonse. Bonse is a chicken hawk. Bonse. Mescaninye. Mescaninye is a red-tailed hawk. Mescaninye. Mescaninye. Beskasi. Beskasi is a goose. Beskasi, and if you remember from a previous lesson, Nika is also the word for goose. Nika. Nika tends to be more favored in the south. Nika. Saganak. Saganak is a blackbird. Saganak. Ojindis. Ojindis is a bluebird. Ojindis. And I've also seen didis for a blue jay or a bluebird. Ojindis or didis. Piscano. Piscano. Some people will use that for a hawk. Piscano. But I really think of that more as like a bald eagle. Piscano. So Beskasi. Beskasi. And Nuka. Nuka. Saganak. Saganak. Ojindis. Ojindis. Piscano. Piscano. Mimi. Mimi is a dove, and it was originally used, I believe, for passenger pigeon. So it can be pigeon or it can be dove. And sometimes to indicate dove, people will put a wob on it, and they'll say wob mimi. So it's white colored, wob mimi for a dove. But mimi is like a pigeon or a dove. And like I said, I think originally it may have been more for that passenger pigeon, which used to be so many passenger pigeons they could like black out the sun. And then they got drove to extinction. Mimi. Mshkolpaneshi. Mshkolpaneshi is a cardinal. Mshkolpaneshi, it's talking about that red color of it. Mshkolpaneshi. Mong or mock. Mong or mock is a loon. Mong or mock. Momdwe. Momdwe is a catbird. Momdwe. Momdwe. So Mimi. Mimi or wob mimi for a dove maybe. Wob mimi. Mshkolpaneshi. Mshkolpaneshi is a cardinal. Mshkolpaneshi. Mong or mock for a loon. Mong or mock. Momdwe. Momdwe, a catbird. Momdwe. Again, Nanokshi. This one got put in there twice. Nanokshi, a hummingbird. Nanokshi. Winnage. Winnage is a vulture or a buzzard. Winnage. Winnage. Msize. Msize is a turkey. Msize. Also Kachipane sometimes. Or pane for a turkey. Msize. Ojik for a fisher. Ojik. Pane, a partridge. Pane. Shagi for a heron. Shagi. Gayosk. Gayosk, a seagull. Gayosk. Jede. Jede, a pelican. Jede. So pane. Shagi. Shagi. Gayosk. Gayosk. And Jede. Jede. And that's it for our bird section. Yo.